We're doing a care pack drop today.
Thank you.
It's an amazing thing when people come together.
If you love something, the time to support it is today.
More in Common is checking in with a 7-year-old boy using his savings to help the elderly.
I got 48 bags here.
ABC News' Dan Harris with tips on calming the mind in these uncertain times.
Some level of anxiety makes sense.
Small business owner transforming her operation for the greater good.
40 sewers, 1,000 yards of fabric, 50,000 yards of elastic.
And a photographer in Lithuania taking family portraits from the sky.
I need people to do something, get creative, get crazy.
All that and more when we check in. I'm Michael Koenigs, hunkered down here at home. It is a show where we can check in with people across the country, going through tough times and doing what they can to help their neighbors. We're starting off with this 7-year-old kid who's spending his own savings to serve the elderly.
Thank you. God bless you, okay?
My name is Kavanaugh Bell. I'm 7 years old and I live in Gaithersburg, Maryland. People, they're not really thinking about the senior citizens. Well, I thought about my grandma because she walks to the grocery store every day. I thought it's coronavirus season, so she shouldn't be walking outside. So that's why I decided to make care packs for the senior citizens to make sure that they're safe too. We got some toilet paper, some pasta, some tissues. Well, I was saving up money through birthdays and Christmases for 3 years. I spent about $600 of my own money. And I also got donations to get enough food to give to 90 students because I like giving back to people. What's up, guys? Thank you for your donations because I got 48 bags here. They felt happy and they felt like I got their back and they felt like they can count on me because they knew that they were safe. It's important because we don't want them to catch coronavirus because the coronavirus is really strong. If it gets into your body, it can hurt you or kill you. So that's why they should stay inside right now. Also, if you really want to help, which would be amazing, you can spread positivity in your community and give care packs to your senior citizens and make hot meals for them. I love you guys. Peace.
So many gyms across the country have been forced to close, and it's not easy staying in shape when you're stuck inside. But if you have a trainer like this woman in Philadelphia, you stand a chance of getting strong.
A lot of people use exercise as a coping mechanism. People that deal with anxiety, depression, and stress. It is a great release.
Drop down 15 mountain climbers.
And now with the virus and the quarantine, a lot of people right now are suffering because going to the gym is actually their medication. I know a lot of my friends and my neighbors just feel like, I've been sitting around, I just want to work out.
Up, down.
They're used to hanging out with each other. The kids are used to playing with each other, and that's not normal anymore. I want to get them up, get the blood flowing, get the hearts pumping, get the minds moving. You stay where you are, I will stay where I am, and we will work out.
Walk it down.
Anybody can exercise.
4 taps. 1, 2.
Motion is the lotion. It's just a matter of moving. Make a plan. The same thing you would have done without this quarantine. I'm going to exercise Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't just say I'm going to do something. Write it down and follow through. So hopefully this workout, even though we might be yelling to each other or laughing from afar, it's just a way of showing each other, hey, I care for you. Just stay strong through this whole thing.
I've been liking a lot of stuff on social media. Here are a few of my favorites, all about how to party even while maintaining your social distance. Starting with this incredible 4-year-old girl couldn't celebrate her 4th birthday, and yet all her friends and their parents decided to drive right by her house as she waved to them, and they did what they could to get in that birthday spirit. This next family had to improvise when they were celebrating Grandma's 95th birthday. We go from that 4th birthday to the 95-year-old who still has all 7 of her sons out there, as well as she's got 22 grandkids. So whatever they could do to celebrate, here they're holding their signs up, each 6 feet apart, and it says happy birthday. Big family, there for grandma's 95th. This is a guy who's found a way to use a drone to walk his dog. No better time to put those propellers into action than when you don't want to go outside at all, but still need the dog to get a little bit of exercise. Even in New York, one of the hardest hit cities, people are finding love and connection. This couple just got married. It's Amanda Wheeler and Riley Jennings. They had a friend officiate from apartment balcony as they said their vows and committed themselves to one another. And they were doing it because they knew it would be an example to the neighborhood that good things can still happen. And everyone was cheering them on from the apartment windows. It's such a tough time for small business in this country, so I checked in with ABC News' Rebecca Jarvis to get her take on the economy and how we can do our part to help.
There's 30 million small businesses in this country, and those small businesses live the equivalent of paycheck to paycheck, many of them. They need money. They need customers coming in their front door in order to keep their employees employed, and they are making the most painful decisions of their lifetime right now with their employees.
And what can people do that have loved these businesses to help support them during this tough time?
So there's a couple of things you can do right now. I have been saying for a couple of weeks now, if you love something in your neighborhood, the time to support it is today. The last thing you want is to be on the other side of this crisis and think, I could have done more. You can purchase products. If small businesses are still selling products, whether it's online or to whatever degree they can in person, a number of small businesses have gift cards. It is a good thing. You can buy a gift card today that might keep somebody employed for a couple more weeks. If we all chip in, it can really, really help. And then finally, there are a number of GoFundMe and Kickstarter accounts that have been started by, I've seen it from a lot of small businesses, raising money for the employees themselves so that those people have some money in their pocket while business is closed. Obviously, this is a tough time for everyone, but I really believe that the most important thing right now is that we come together.
Localish has really been dedicated to covering these small businesses, these restaurants, many of which are struggling now. One was Worst Bar. They messaged you and said they're really doing some interesting things. Tell me about Worst Bar, how they're faring here.
Worst Bar told me after I've been talking about this, the founder reached out to me, a friend of mine, and direct messaged me on Instagram. And he said, you know, the fact that people have been buying these gift cards has allowed us to continue to pay our employees. If people weren't buying these gift cards, well, we're not allowed to be in business right now because we're closed.
But Rebecca, deeply appreciate the chance to catch up and hear from you. And again, wishing you guys all the best there at ABC News.
Thank you so much. You too, Michael. Take care.
Coming up.
How can we take this antibacteria Prima fabric that we have and turn it into face masks immediately?
And later,
There's so little positive news, and my project is like the bright star in the negative news.
the coronavirus outbreak has caused many businesses to totally overhaul their production lines. That's what happened with this business owner in Houston, Texas, who went from making fitness clothes to face masks.
My background is actually in chemistry, and I invented fabric that is antibacteria and anti-stink. So we launched Excel Lifestyle actually August of 2019, selling fitness apparel with antibacteria fabric. I found out that it's certain types of bacteria that gets lodged in your clothes that actually cause the smell, and so I invented this fabric that inhibits that bacteria and stays smelling fresh and bacteria-free. And about a week and a half ago, I saw all the articles from the CDC saying that hospitals were literally running out of face masks. My team and I hopped on the call immediately and thought, okay, how can we take this antibacteria Prima fabric that we have and turn it into face masks immediately? Literally within 24 hours, we had a local supply chain team here in Houston of 40 sewers We ordered 50,000 yards of elastic. You'll see there's elastic on the face mask as well, and we've already started production. We had about 1,000 yards of fabric here in Houston, and we actually were able to get our factory opened in California temporarily just to ship us 2,800 more yards of fabric. It has been quite a large undertaking, bigger than I expected. Houston Methodist actually just purchased 9,000 face masks from us. That tells me that we are in a dire situation where people are looking for these protective items. When it really clicked to me, I found the email address for the president of MD Anderson, and I sent him a cold-called email, and within 3 minutes he responded and copied his executive and infection control team. Being a part of people that are literally providing protective equipment to healthcare, the healthcare front line is a true blessing, and it is a feeling that I've never felt before, and I'm just so happy that we're able to help every day. To the people that are actually wearing our Prima antibacterial masks, I want you to know that love went into every stitch, every fiber. It was 100% made here in Houston, Texas, and our team is sending you blessings and a lot of love, and we're happy to help.
Still to come.
When I came up with this quarantine portraits idea, I knew I have to shoot very creative.
And later,
leave your video games to the side. Get off social media for a little while. You know, there's a lot of fear right now, and let's replace that with something else.
the only thing I'm photographing here at home are pictures of my food, but there's a photographer in Lithuania using his drone and physical distancing to take the perfect shot.
I have a drone which I use in the wedding photography, so I can come to people's houses. So I just took my drone and took a few shots and put the post on the Facebook that I can come and shoot you. You need just to come to your window and I'll fly with my drone. And I put those on the internet, and then things got big since then. So everyone was liking and commenting and saying, come shoot me, shoot me, shoot me. And now I don't know, I receive like 20, 30 requests a day. When I came up with this quarantine portraits idea, I knew I have to shoot very creative. And I don't like the idea of people just standing in the balcony with a tear in their eye and looking through the window. I need people to do something, get creative, get crazy.
They're incredible portraits too, because your drone is going up a number of stories and finding people right through their windows.
Yeah, but of course they know I will come. They prepare for that. So they are not strangers. They ask to be photographed. I saw a lot of comments on the internet. They say, how come you cannot do this? I said, yes, I can. They asked me. And I receive messages not only from people who want their photos done, but just from random people. They say, I don't need photos, but your project is so positive. Thank you. Because there are so many negative news in these days, so little positive news, and my projects, it's like the bright star in the negative news content.
In what ways do you think your photographs kind of remind people that they all have something in common, that they're going through the same thing?
They're all very different people. There are families, there are single people, there are older people, but they're all going through this together. So I guess we have to just live it through, or if we do it crying or smiling, so that's how we do it.
Adas, it's so good to check in with you halfway around the world. Such an inspiration, and what an incredible project.
All right, thank you.
There are so many examples across the country of these small businesses doing little things to help their customers, and customers doing what they can to help those beloved businesses. So here are just a few of the things I saw on social media that got my like. Let's start with the sheriff down in Florida, who is now delivering pizzas on behalf of his favorite pizzeria. That's right, he's showing up at your door not to arrest you, not to put you in cuffs, but to deliver a nice box full of pepperoni. I love it. Now we drop down to Alabama, where this restaurant owner dropped off the check to his guests using a remote control car. Keeping that social distance is just crucial right now, and Alabama's seen an increased number of cases. So while this was for fun, he recognizes keep the distance. And for those folks working at home, their kids are picking up on the business skills. Look at this little lady making a business call after seeing her mom's style on the phone. dialing, making deals. Finally, a ton of barbers and hairdressers are out of work right now, but this one from England decided to have a little fun with it and put her skills to use on the grass, mowing the lawn with her favorite tools, just a little scissors and comb. Stay-at-home orders have made traditional retail shopping almost impossible, but this independent bookstore out in Los Angeles has found a way to continue serving their customers.
So we're the Last Bookstore. We're downtown at 5th and Spring in the old Bank District. We've been here for about 10 years now, and we're the largest independent used and new bookstore in California. It's tough, but we're getting by. You know, we're being true to our name and trying to be the Last Bookstore. Well, my wife, it was her idea. She had the idea to give people sort of surprise grab bags based on categories that they like to read or titles that they've read before. So that's what we're doing. We're just trying to curate small collections for people to read while they're stuck at home, and they can drive by and pick them up on the curb, or we can deliver them for them or mail them, whatever they prefer.
I'm going to ask you, what have you read in the past? What authors do you enjoy? Maybe I will try to fish for a couple other genres from you just in case, so that we can provide a good variety. So far we've seen a wide variety of people. It's been really great to see, parents calling in orders or, DMing me for orders. So we've been able to dig through the books that we have in that genre and put books together for, 7 and 8 year olds. And that's been really fun. I've enjoyed that a lot.
If you've gone through everything you have at home, we have 500,000 more books here that are waiting for you. So we'd love to curate some for you. You can send us your lists of things that you've been wanting to read, and we can see if we have it here, and we can get it to you one way or another.
It's fun. It's exciting. It's a great way to, get off your phone. It's a great way to grow your mind and leave your video games to the side. Get off social media for a little while. There's a lot of fear right now, and let's replace that with something else.
Still to come, we're checking in with ABC News anchor and author of 10% Happier, Dan Harris.
That's why I'm trying to rebrand this as physical distancing. Yes, we need the distance, but if we aren't connected to other human beings, we are in trouble.
As we've mentioned, it's a tough time for small business. An estimated 58 million Americans have been impacted. But these restaurateurs in Chicago are doing all they can to help those who have been laid off.
Anybody who's out of work, we're here to feed you if you need it. Let's start with the very obvious. There's no dine-in business. Therefore, there is little to no booze sales, beer, wine. We've had to cut hours.
All our hourly employees are out of work, basically, and most of our salaried employees at this point have been furloughed.
Most restaurant workers are day-to-day, week-to-week, paycheck-to-paycheck people, and they may not have been prepared to be laid off so quickly, so immediately. So we thought that with our perishable inventory that we would be able to service that community and others in need by providing cook-at-home meal kits.
So our idea was to continue to offer that family meal not only for our employees, but to put it out to members of the community who have supported us so much over the years, to be able to give back something to them. And how we did that was to offer this on a per donation basis. What you could pay is what you can pay, and that's fine with us.
I was offering to any laid off or furloughed restaurant industry employee, a take and bake pizza kit, if you will. We got your dough, sauce, your pizza sauce. You gotta have a sauce, fresh mozzarella right here. You gotta have a cheesy pizza, right? You gotta have the cheese. There it is. There's the mozz. I'll also throw you some Gotham Greens basil, and if you are persuasive enough, I could probably be talked into throwing you some other ingredients because I like pepperoni, I like mushrooms.
We're here for you the same you've been for us, and we're in this together.
Do what you can, frankly. Do what you can, and think of what you want done for you. It's an amazing thing when people come together.
We all know that physical distancing can help us maintain our physical health. But what about mental health? We checked in with ABC News' Dan Harris on how to hold on to peace of mind.
levels of anxiety are really peaking. And I think the important thing to know is that some level of anxiety makes sense. You don't need to beat yourself up if you're feeling anxious. But what you don't want is to tip over into panic. And that's where things like meditation can be really useful.
We say that the healing is in the return.
Talk about your 3 p.m. class and what that looks like for people.
I said, let's just start doing free guided meditations at 3 o'clock East Coast time, noon West Coast time, and make it available to the public.
This is the natural functioning of your own awareness. So just receive
What
it.
we're developing here through meditation is the skill of happiness, of calm, of emotional resilience, of balance.
Any anxiety, any thoughts or fears, just be in the background.
How does the news sometimes, and certainly when world events like this are happening, how does that impact people's level of anxiety and as they're watching a lot of it right now?
I think news can be extremely helpful, but we have to figure out how much is enough and how much is too much. Definitely stay informed, but don't get obsessed to the point where you become paralyzed. But there are simple steps you can take that will help you prevent yourself from tipping over too far into panic from useful, justifiable anxiety.
How did social distancing, A, become such a catchphrase during this time? And why do you think there's such an important distinction there?
When this crisis started to set in, we started using this, what I imagine to be a public health term of social distancing. Let's be more than 6 feet apart from each other at all times. And people took that to heart, which is good. But I think we've placed too much emphasis on the social distancing. And that's why I'm trying to rebrand this as physical distancing. Yes, we need the distance. But if we don't have social connection, if we aren't connected to other human beings, we are in trouble.
Appreciate the guidance you have for folks around the country who are very stressed right now and just need a little relief. So appreciate your guidance, Dan.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Hey, Grandma! It's so good to check in with you here on your 98th birthday, huh?
It's been wonderful.
Well, you look strong, you look wonderful, and I'm so proud to be one of your grandkids.
Well, thank you.
So good to check in. Happy birthday. Happy 98th birthday, Grandma.